Hi everyone, I hope you're doing amazing. And now I will start the tarot card reading for the month of March 2023 for Libra. The first card is a world card, and the world card tells you that in the first week of March you can go for some sort of travel. Maybe you will go with your friend, your partner, your lover, your husband or your wife, and you will really enjoy the trip because, my dear Librans, you have been working really hard and you really needed that break. So you will go for a short trip and you will enjoy it. You will spend a lot of quality time with your partner and you will just relax a lot. You will chill out. It will be kind of a retreat for you, and this was something which was missing. Maybe you were on a transfer, or maybe you went to another city and maybe you did not see your family or the people you loved since a long time, and you will decide to spend some good time with them. A lot of misunderstandings which were there will be resolved and you will feel much better about your life. Moving on to the next card, and we have the Nine of Wands. This card indicates that this month you will have a lot of pressure on you and you will have a lot of tension inside your head. You will have a lot of fear inside your head. You will have a lot of trepidation inside you. I mean, you must have noticed, like, especially when we have a very major task to do, like we have a presentation or we have a homework or we have we have to prepare something and show people something, or maybe we have to travel somewhere. There is a lot of responsibilities which has to be taken care of, and that time we are so anxious that we do not remain calm, and when we are not calm at that time, we take very bad decisions. So that is exactly what I'm saying, is that try to remain calm no matter how much the trouble is. There might be an inner voice which is very negative. There might be an inner voice who is overthinking everything. So you need to stop overthinking this month. And this month you will focus a lot on your goals and dreams. And as I said, there will be a lot of pressure, but if you remain calm, you can deal everything with a smile, just like Librans do all the time. And otherwise you will think for a deeper philosophical meaning in your life, and there will be a lot of expenditure also. And people who are business people, they will spend a lot of money for their business, for constructing, for restructuring, for tackling the issues of their business, or something which is very important for you. You will spend a lot of money for that, and of course that will be worth it, because when you spend something for something important, and eventually it shows up. Moving on to the next card, and we have the Two of Cups. Oh my God, this is a beautiful card. It will be as if you are in La La Land. I mean, it will be as if you are singing songs, you are dancing, you're having fun. As you can see, this card is all about celebration. So you will be in a celebration mode in March. You might attend a wedding. You might meet your old friends, especially if you are a girl or if you are a woman. You might meet your female friends and you will hang out with them and you will talk about your college days or your office days. I don't know, you will catch up on something and you will have a lot of excitement when you meet them. You might even decide to get married yourself. Your marriage can also happen this month, and it will be a very important event for you, obviously. And it will be a time for celebration for you. Moving on to the next card, and we have the Five of Wands. It's a card of conflict, which means that in the second week of March, you might face some struggle, some conflict. Somebody might provoke you in a very negative manner. Somebody can instigate you to do the wrong things. You might deal with arguments with people. You might be very busy having quarrels, and a lot of energy will be wasted. And there is a very important famous line which says that weak people take revenge, strong people forgive, and intelligent people ignore. Which means that if you are really intelligent, and Librans, you are intelligent, if you are really filled with wisdom, then you will realize that fighting, taking revenge, having unnecessary quarrels eventually wastes your energy and your time. So try to be diplomatic as you are all the time, my dear Librans. Try to be very calm, and without entering into a war, you should try to win the war. As the famous Chinese philosopher and military strategist Sun Tzu has said that the best way to win a war is not fight a war, or win a war without fighting a war. So try to win the war without entering into hassles. Be very calm and be very diplomatic. You have to be very careful this month, because this month you might have to do some administration or legal work. You may have to pay some fine for your negligence. So be very extra careful with your documents. Take care of everything. Double check everything, that everything is all right, all the papers are correct. And moving on, second week of this month, it will be a very busy month for the students, those who are giving examinations or competitive examinations, or preparing for something maybe, or preparing for a job interview also. So you have to put a lot of effort for that, and just don't think a lot, as I said like earlier, that don't do overthinking. Just make all your efforts, give all your energy, give your 100%, and leave the rest on God or universe, whatever you feel, the supreme power, the divine power. Leave it on God and just do your work. Don't think too much. Of this month, you will be affected by a female energy, and they will play an important role in your life. It might be your grandmother, your mother, your sister, or your female friend, or a female boss, or a female colleague. There might be some quarrels or fights with them, so you have to be very careful, because they might backstab you, they might speak behind your back, they might gossip against you, they might damage your reputation, or they can even do this tactic of speaking very nicely, sweetly in front of you, and then doing the opposite of that behind your back. So you have to be very, very careful with female energies around you this month, especially in the third week of March. Moving on to the next card, and we have the Two of Cups, which indicates that this month there might be an offer of partnership in your business ventures. Maybe you will collaborate with someone, you will do something, you will connect with someone, and you will have some sort of joint effort for doing something, for achieving something. Sometimes we really need somebody's help, and sometimes it's very difficult for us to do everything on our own. And however, I will give you some caution that whenever you are entering into partnership with someone, be very sure that that person is somebody with whom you can spend time with. Is somebody who matches your frequency, because when you are working, you will be spending a lot of time with that person, and if that person is like a jerk and is really a dishonest person, not a loyal person, and then you will eventually regret it. So it's best to judge the person's quality and take baby steps in knowing that person and giving power in a slow process, and not trusting someone immediately. Moving on to the next card, and we have the Emperor card. You will be like an emperor this month, which means you will take leadership opportunities this month. You might become a senior in your office, or you might get an important position, an executive position, and at the same time you will take up leadership. If you are in school or college, you might take up leadership somewhere. You will take charge, you will take responsibilities of something, and at the same time, if you already have some responsibilities, you already are working somewhere, suppose you do not get any promotion or something, then at that thing, you will, like an emperor, you will guard your thing, you will take care of your thing which is already with you. You will try your best to protect your position, your place, your power, your status, and I think it's a very wise thing to do. Sometimes we just don't get promoted at that time. We should just have to be happy with what we have, and we have to take the best care of it, and eventually when time passes, people, your seniors, they accept it, they accept your importance, they realize it that yes, you are worthy, and they eventually promote you to a better place. So so it's just a piece of advice that if nothing is happening, if everything is stagnant in your work life, then just protect and take care of what you already have. Be very, very grateful with what you have with you. Otherwise, you will be very much disciplined this month. You will be very strict this month. You will organize your budget, your money, your finances. You will be very strict with your expenditures, and you will take a lot of actions. You will be action oriented. You will not wait and sit for things to happen. On the contrary, you will walk up, you will stand on your feet, and you will start doing things. You will do a lot of work for whatever you are trying to achieve, and you will do a lot of multitasking at the same time. Some of you even might decide to start your own business, Moving on to the next card, and we have the Ace of Cups. So it's a beautiful creative card, and you will get some opportunity, you will get some beautiful ideas inside your head, and suddenly you will start thinking and wondering. You will get very creative, you will start jotting down points about some creative ideas. You might decide to, kind of start a creative project, but then you will wonder that where do I get the money? But don't worry, you just need to get started. Once you get started, money flows in, and eventually the project will be successful. So if you have a brilliant idea, then please take action on it. Please go ahead with that. Of course, you should try to take a calculated risk and do not endanger what you already have. Have you all set up and everything fine, have a good stable situation, and along with that, parallelly, you should do something new at the same time, and eventually when it gets successful, you can make it completely your own. Moving on to the next card, and we have the Six of Cups, and this card indicates that somebody from your past can come back in your life. Maybe your ex-lover, or maybe an old friend. And if your ex-partner or your ex-lover returns back in your life, then that person might ask you to forgive him or her, and might ask for a return in your life. But then it's a big decision. You will remember all the things which happened with you, all the arguments, the fights. You will also remember what are the things which led to the ending of that relationship. And it is very important to remember also what happened, why you ended this relationship. You must consider that before taking any decision. I'll advise you that you should not make a decision in a hurry, and you should really watch and observe that person, whether that person is really changed or they are still the same. If they're still the same things are going to repeat, and you will be hurt once again. So you should wait and watch first of all, and if you really feel that an ex-partner should not be back in your life, and that person should not be back in your life, then you should say a strict no and just walk away once again. You should not bring danger into your life twice. And Librans, you are very gentle soul. You are very calm. You are very quiet. You are very peaceful. You have a very loving energy inside you. So normally it's your tendency to forgive people. So if you have forgiven that past person, the person who came from the past that time, you might have even forgiven and moved ahead in your life. But then forgiving someone doesn't mean that you will forget what happened. You can forgive, but you should not forget all the things which happened. And sometimes we forgive others, but those people, they haven't changed. They are still the same. They are still cruel. They are still loud. They are still narcissistic. They are still revengeful. They still have all those negative qualities for which we left them. Maybe they are obsessive people. Maybe they are very possessive. Maybe they wanted to control you. That is the reason why you broke up with them. So if that is the thing, you should not forget what happened in the past. You should remember them, recollect them, and you should say a firm no if it is required. And I know it, my dear Librans, that you are very, very diplomatic. You are very indecisive at times, and it is very difficult for you to say no because you don't want to hurt the other person. But I think the greatest challenge of this life for you is to learn to say no. When you master the art of saying no, then you will be extremely successful in your professional and personal life. So that was all for you, my dear Librans. And we'll have other videos of the other zodiac signs very soon. We have already uploaded almost all the zodiac signs till Scorpion, and we'll have the next zodiac signs very soon. So keep watching this space, and thank you so much for watching this video.